Welcome back, my peoples. I have dropped another pretty crazy product for my Beam people. So I'm gonna jump straight into it. What you need to do, go over to my Patreon. I'm assuming if you found this video on YouTube, it'll be a link in the description. But if you click on this YouTube video from Patreon, you are already there. But what I have created is a one-off advanced by time Nitrous controller and Beam. Now, how it's gonna come for every car, well, not every car, let me correct that right. Uh, Most cars, it might not show up on depending on the slot type. And what I mean by slot type is my car's got a unique slot type by name. Some other cars don't. Later in the video, I will show you most cars like Moonhawks just got N2O system, and that's it. But mine are a little bit different. So what you're gonna end up doing is go over to my cars that got nitrous, click on this RAB Advanced Nitrous Systems. Now, what that's gonna do is open up an option for this car. I didn't want y'all changing nitrous bottles. The bottles play a huge factor in how much nitrous you can spray. But when you get to spraying a certain amount of pounds per hour, and if you don't know what pounds per hour is, you might want to Google that. It's not the video for that. I could go in great detail, but I'm gonna just show you what it does rather than explaining it. Controller settings. Now, I gave you two options here. Digiset, it's just timers like old school pro mods, and then a progressive, is ramping notches in. For a hold on here. For a pro mod, you really don't want uh a progressive. Now you can if you want to. I gave you the option, but it's there. Uh, and you got 6 stages for each one besides the plate. The plate option is only on like cars like Heisenberg or the Moonhawk or something like that. Or whatever car that you want it on. Just create a ticket, reach out to me. But this one, I'm gonna put on this 6-stage fogger and kind of briefly explain all the settings. So I got a 6-stage fogger on. I call it advanced nitrous systems for a reason. To mainly put it at the top on this menu because this is sorted by uh alphabet or whatever. Uh, so all the way at the top here, you got a bang button now. You need to go over to your controls and you can just search Bang and it'll pop up there. Mapping and controls, same thing for purge. Now, what you can do with that is once you map it, it don't work. I'm pressing O and P right now on my keyboard. Nothing works. As soon as you arm the nitrous, they will work. It's a momentary hold system now, so you can purge it for however long you want to. But the kicker to it is if you just want to sit there and drain your bottle all day, that's up to you. Then the bang button only works with the car on. So I'm gonna cut the car on. You ain't gonna be able to hear me, but you will see it rev up and hear it rev up. Now you see when I'm hitting it, it'll change the status up there. So I'm holding down purge, it goes to purging. When I hold down my bang button, it'll say bang button. Now that's that. You change the jet size to clean up on however much you want to, or bang the motor on however much you want to. All this other stuff is self-explanatory. You can read when you hover over stuff. It's labeled pretty good. Like minimum throttle. I put 1.0 means wide open throttle, or WOT, that means wide open throttle. So as soon as you not wide open throttle, nitrous isn't gonna work. If you're no prep racing, you might want to knock that down where you can just barely feather the throttle. Uh, but for a pro mod, I left it at wide open throttle, so you can blip it pretty easy. Uh, as far as this other stuff, I did not cap off jets. A fogger system goes from 10 to 70, and it has real life math involved with it. So a 70 jet sprays a lot of nitrous, and if you're wondering how much nitrous it is, uh, you can just run one system and it'll give you the pounds per hour up here. Again, you gotta do your own research on pounds per hour, or maybe in a later video I'll break it down, but uh, just not in this video. I'm trying to keep it short and get this released to y'all. So you got jets for each kit and a delay for each kit. Now, this delay time is if you want to, you know, like the first kit, you really don't want to delay in the first kit, so I got it at 0. But delay time is how far you want your kit spaced out, and that's when you got multiple kits. Uh, then I got a max from nitrous time. If you put it at 0, it'll stay on forever. But if you want to run it into a timer, you can set that time. I'll let you go all the way up to 10 seconds. But I'm gonna make a pass and show you how smooth it is. We ain't relying on nitrous by gear or multiplying nitrous or nitrous by speed. So on bit tires with the car spinning, it's a lot more consistent and it doesn't do anything crazy now. So just watch this. Now, I'm gonna pause the game. As you can see, it shows a run timer, how much nitrous I had in the bottle. So I started with 24 pounds. Uh, I got carbon bottles, twin 12-pound carbon bottles. That's where the 24 comes from. You will notice, like on the Moonhawk, when you change it to like a 2.5-pound bottle, that's gonna go down. It has a total flow. It shows how much flow out the bottle or pulled, and it gives an amount on how much is left. So it's just simple math there. When you change your jets, this pounds per hour number is gonna go down, and like if you got a Moonhawk or so, like I'm gonna go to, I'm just hopping the Moonhawk here. I already have a tune set. Now this works. This is a Moonhawk with fast lanes 4-link suspension on it. When you go to like a default game car or any car that uses the default Moonhawk configuration, you would just see it got N2O system. So on most cars, this mod is gonna work and gonna show up. Now here's the tricky part that I had to do. When you run this system and you don't separate it like I do, I had to split this section off, and I kind of explain it for visible meshes. Now click the Moonhawk. It's only a select few cars here. The JBR Crate cars and my cars ain't in that because the slot type is separated. But you notice you can go over here and you can change the purge, the dual, or single on the Moonhawk, and you got multiple different options for nitrous bottles here. And I'm just gonna put a one-stage fogger on here that progresses. Now, the Moonhawk or some cars have motors that blow up. So 1650 isn't gonna blow this thing up. I'll just make a pass here. Now, that was on motor. Gonna arm it, show you the difference. Now, you notice if I raise the jet on it, notice where I'm at 1685 pph. Once you go up on nitrous, let's say I want to put a 52 jet on this thing, it's most likely gonna blow up. So you gotta keep an eye on that pph number. I added that just in case some of you guys want to start restricting a certain amount of pph for shootouts that you're running on Beamng. Yep. So I found a limit on that car. It blew up. But like I said, certain cars you have to watch for that on. I am going to hop in the SMR S10 here and show you exactly what that slot type does for it. If you notice, it has no nitrous bottles in it. Now, I am going to go over here, add my system to it. It still does not have nitrous bottles. So you have to go find that specific car, add it, and voila, nitrous bottles pop up. That's why that's there, and the reason why I had to do it again is because he uses the default Beamng nitrous oil style system, and it's for stuff like this. So I had to go in to pretty much each car and place the purge in different spots. If you're a modder, you want your purge in a certain spot, I suggest you create a ticket, reach out to me. But that is the gist of this system. It's pretty unique. It does work off. I don't know if this thing could even go down the track. Nope. Now, something I didn't touch on. Let me touch on that real quick. It does not work just hitting it to the floor. If you notice, it doesn't say spraying up here. It is a trans brake activated system. So if you do not trans brake, it is not gonna work. So do not create a ticket saying my mod didn't work. I put it in the description and Patreon and explained it, and that's how it works. Let me know if you need anything else, or if y'all want something added, create a ticket, and appreciate y'all watching the video.